Hello, beautiful people. I hope you're really well today. Life of Tarocchi back with another reading. This reading is a timeless collective reading. Whenever you come across this message is when you're meant to hear this. Spirit's wanting me to identify those who I'm speaking to or about initially. We do have a deceased loved one on the other side. This deceased loved one has children. They were engaged. And there's a connection to an elder there as well. Deceased, engaged, children, elder. I'm just going to pull some identifying cards out for each circle. We've got two energies here, two people, two situations. Thank you, Spirit. How may we identify the first person or situation? What are the messages? They're giving me Godfather as well. For obsession here with obsessive love, jealousy, obsessive lover. One more, please. Picture frames, a note, flowers, particularly pink roses. Alternative sexuality. Sexual minority. Casanova, asexual. What's in the second energy? How do we identify? Accomplishments and the defender. We've got adventurer on the bottom and performer. Let's see what this reading's about. They're showing me this other deck, so I'll just see if there's any additional messages coming from here. They asked me to shuffle, please. Take the energies how they resonate. Not everyone's going to have an obsessive past loved one. This past loved one may be speaking to someone who's obsessive in the physical form. They are speaking to alternative choices of sexuality here. Small groups of people or a minority, not the majority, not anyone who's connected to a majority. So we've got defender, defending accomplishments. Okay, what are the energies here, Spirit? Why was I guided to this deck? Elder is giving me aged care, so someone who's really wise as well, who's lived a while. Lucky number. 5th and 6th house, speaking about romance and creativity, leadership, children. Children's come out twice now. The feel-good vibes, creative projects. What for this side? Application and bouncer. Application sitting in the 8th house for this energy. Application for change, transformation, life and afterlife. Facing some type of fears with regards to paperwork or inheritance. Magic and secrets or secrets coming out. Power struggles or some type of mediumship, so connecting to the other side. We have bouncer coming out on the external energies, but connecting the two. So star signs we have is Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. You can have those placed in your chart. Might be dealing with one, or that is identifiable by the energies on the other side. May have other star signs come out later in the reading, but I don't want to always focus on those energies because it's about the message. So there's some type of application here that's bringing change for someone. It's in reverse, so I feel like this is pending. They're also giving me this engagement energy with this application card. They said flip this one over as well. Physics and astronomy, connection to the stars outside the world that we know of on the physical form. Bouncer sitting up here. Bouncer, generally someone who protects, watches over a crowd of people during an event. We've got defender and bouncer, so that energy is very much the same here. I feel like this energy is defending this energy or looking after this energy. Okay, I'm just going to dissect this energy now. So we've got a lot of picture frames in this picture, in the photo, in the card. Ties to a feminine energy, feminine energies. Light colored hair is significant, curls and waves. We do have some binoculars here. So this is giving me someone who spies or looks deep down into information or looks from afar. They are giving me a stalker with this energy. I feel like you're aware of this person or situation. Spirit's bringing it back up. So this could be a past obsessive lover, maybe before you were engaged to this person or before children came about. Maybe you're an elder, someone who is wise, a bit of a guru now. They're giving me the other energies here. We could have a deceased child who came from an engagement, or we could have a deceased elder who has children. Okay, please take that energies how they resonate. It'll be different for each of you. This energy could be the same gender as you or the same gender as the deceased. They're also giving me with alternative sexuality is it may not be same gender connections. It could also be that this person has an unhealthy sexuality, meaning that if there were any instances of connection with that person in that form, it may have been that trigger warnings. It may have been that they asked for unusual forms of acts. Okay, so not the traditional form of interaction, if you're getting what I'm saying here. I'm getting like bondage type of stuff. So this is like power control, especially in the bedroom. That's the energy they're bringing up for this. There's some type of unhealthy obsession with you or what they used to do with you. Why is this energy coming up? Because this is I feel like this is a big trigger warning energy, but the deceased, the past loved one is wanting to speak about this. We do have, they're showing me over here now, defender. So someone who's a knight, someone who follows a king or a queen, their orders, okay? Someone in charge, like a head of family or a head of company. If this was the deceased, this is talking about that they had a high position in society or a community, or those family members looked up to this person because they were a protector. They're also your protector on the other side. If this message brings up more questions than answers, they're asking you to connect with a psychic medium to delve into your individual stories. That doesn't have to be with me because I'm not open for private readings, okay? If I can make that available, however, that's depending on popularity. If that's really needed, then I will open up private sessions, but however, I don't do them currently. You are welcome to use your psychic mediums, and some of you are connecting with new psychic mediums who are able to dissect that information a little bit further on an individual level. We have someone who's a bodyguard, a bouncer, someone who sees over the crowd, mass groups of people. This is someone who's spiritually aware of others' intentions. This person has good karma. This energy is good karma. They're wise, even though they're portraying as a knight, they hold information that's been given to them from someone else. Once again, reporting back to a higher source. Accomplishment with achiever, competitor, or celebrity. Okay, so this energy is very well known. They're also giving me someone here on this side is someone who takes advantage of those who are in minority spaces. So they are giving me someone who's has a power struggle, and they use those who are vulnerable to have their way, especially those who are requiring care from others. There's an achievement here, an accomplishment. I feel like they're giving me a background story in order to show its completion, or the way something is being protected, the way you are being protected. This competitor gives me someone, because we've got sort of like a boxing ring here. So a boxer or someone who's able to defend themselves. So we've got defender, protector, security 3 times. There's 3 forms of protective measures, maybe 3 court orders, maybe 3 instances of relocating away from this person or this energy. They've had 3 warnings in some way, but you've had 3 accomplishments over this energy so far. This energy is someone who's very strong, very certain. They're protected both physically, emotionally, spiritually. This is someone who can't be swayed easily. What I'm getting is this energy took advantage of the other energy when they were vulnerable, perhaps when they were younger, perhaps when they didn't have so much life experience, or they didn't have a support group around them to confide in about what was happening. Let's get into the reading. They are showing me the Rider-Waite Tarot straight away, so I will get my crystals out in case we have any nudity. Okay, where shall I put this? Over here. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on. I feel like I was asking what's this obsession while shuffling. We had the 8 of Cups and then the 4 of Wands, meaning that this is in the past. You were able to leave that situation successfully. There are moments in time where you reflect on that past energy. You are in a better place now, and let's find out why this is coming up. Especially if you're stepping into some type of higher platform or a public platform where you may, for example, real estate, you may have to leave pictures of yourself out of the properties that you're selling. That leaves a trail mark for this person to connect to you. Okay. There is some type of level up here where you're having to take extra precaution over this energy, this situation. Because with obsession here, it is a hunger that cannot be fixed. You are protected, but I feel like you already know. You know this. Because, yeah, there's a new beginning coming in that puts you into some type of leadership role above others or in charge of others. Perhaps you have to manage a team, but you also wonder about the past burdens and how that's going to affect that past situation. Because it's about you protecting your legacy, what you've built for yourself. We've got truths here. So judgment. Okay. This person is also very obsessed with you because you were their lucky charm. We have lucky number here in the 5th house. So you were their lucky charm. This gives me energy harvesting. They were using your good luck energy or your ability to be successful, and they were feeding off that. That's why the obsession is there, because they're unable to get that from anywhere else. You are like no other. There's additional secrets coming out about this energy here with the moon card on the bottom. about theft or betrayal or some type of sneaky behavior, especially with regards to magic, spells. Spells in particular that focus on confusion. I might have to make this an 18 plus reading because this could be someone who also uses substances to prey on others so that they are falling into a state of vulnerability and they are not consciously aware of what's happening. Okay. Spirit, what is the obsession that this energy has? Face down. 8th and 11th. 8, 9, and 11. This person struggles with change and transformation. They're fixated on feeding oneself, feeding their obsessions. Maybe it's money that you were able to provide them. This energy is also fixated on fears or prowling on the fears of others. They work in power struggle. This person has traveled internationally before, so perhaps this was before their court, the court proceedings. This person follows a particular cultural influence. So that's giving me shape-shifting. Maybe they're into one cultural identity and then they change into another cultural identity. So they're giving me like a bit of a chameleon. Okay, they're giving me that song. Okay, so just a quick bit of information that's come up from Wikipedia. Karma Chameleon, Culture Club. This song's about the terrible fear of alienation that people have, the fear of standing up for one thing. It's about trying to suck up to everybody. Okay, so this person changes their ways, their looks to fit in. Desert loving in your eyes all the way. If I listen to your lies, would you say, I'm a man without conviction. I'm a man who doesn't know how to sell a contradiction. You come and go. Karma, 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 karma. Chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dream. Red, gold, and green. Didn't you hear your wicked words every day? And you used to be so sweet, I heard you say. That my love was an addiction. When we cling, our love is strong. When you go, you're gone forever. You sting along, you string along. Karma, 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 karma chameleon. Every day is like survival. You're my lover, but not my rival. Every day is like survival. You're my lover, not my rival. So this person sees you as a love bond and you see them as a rival. Leading into the 11th house, so I accidentally said 12th, so that did slip out. I have to honor that energy. 11th and 12th is talking about friends and social, internet and media, sudden forms of wealth, justice and income, support the community, groups of people, fulfillment of wishes, intuition and dreams, the subconscious, past life, spiritual healing, hidden enemies, judgment. Okay. So judgment was sitting on the underlying energy. I feel like if this was a court proceeding, this person felt like or betrayed themselves like they hadn't done any wrong. They also posed into some type of surface level energy where they didn't appear like that type of person. You are their lucky charm. You are their lucky charm. You see them as a rival because it's been an ongoing battle for you and your freedom. New beginnings for you. This person is receiving judgment. So if you felt like in the past this energy was not justified. They are being justified. Now, they're also giving me, because of those past instances with you that have been pre-recorded, they're also giving me you're not the only one that they stalk. Although they fixate over you because you give them something or had given them something like no other, they still needed another way to feed that hunger. So there are others involved. Also, Spirit is happy that you spoke up or recorded this in some way, because the next person or the persons after you that this person tried to take advantage of, they're able to protect themselves because of the measures that you took. So that this person is no longer getting away with those obsessive tendencies. This person may be the opposite agenda to you and portrayed that in that particular relationship for however long that might have been, a short time or a prolonged time. But this person had alternative, maybe they were completely against same-sex marriages, but that was a deflection because they wanted or had been doing that behind your back. So that was a deflection mechanism. That's not for all of you. That is only for maybe one or two. Now, there's nothing against same-sex marriages or same-sex ideologies, but this is talking about a person who hid that from others because of their obsessive tendencies. Okay. What's this alternative card here, Spirit? Queen of Wands. So they use alternative forms of magic or practice, or this is manipulation of mind and action. So when I say manipulation of mind and action, they speak to someone about the things they care about. Maybe they study their victims, their targets, and they look for what it is that they like. They portray themselves to be that so that they're able to be perceived as that. So initially, their victim is feeling relaxed, feeling like this person understands them. But this is a manipulative form. The Queen of Wands. They manipulate their surface, their exterior, their clothes. They manipulate their family. This Queen of Wands is looking over to the 4th and 5th house. So they manipulate where they came from, where they grew up. They don't tell the truth about that. Maybe they, for example, said that their parents had passed away, where in fact their parents are alive. So this is talking about working with the vulnerabilities of their targets. So if you're someone who's quite empathetic, right? You care, you feel, you're naturally going to be drawn or were drawn to this person and what they were saying. There's some type of connection to their mother's line or ancestors for them, or they misconstrue that particular family line for their own benefit. They also could connect with practitioners to spy, because this card is sitting exactly over the binoculars there, and that's over the right eye. They work very logically. Person's very logical. They have a step-by-step method in how they spy, how they watch, how they control. You weren't the first. They had mastered some type of manipulation techniques in order for you or others to fall prey to them. So they've had practice. Whether you were the first person to record or speak up, or one of a few, but this person is no longer being allowed to do what they do. Sunflowers. They speak of happiness and pleasure, but it's this person's sacral chakra that's out of their measures. So this person has a lot of trouble with relationships. If this is a feminine, they have trouble with reproduction. If this is a masculine, they carry a lot of shame. So therefore they use the first house. They stand in the first house to change their exterior to fit a profile of what they feel like they need to fit or they need to be for others to connect with. This is like knowing your favorite color and wearing those garments. If they know that you're attracted to money, they dress really expensive. If they know you're a creative, they will come across as a creative. So this is how they connect in and peel back layers. Peel back all the bases that have been built up to protect oneself. So this is how Spirit's telling me they work. Okay. What's lucky number? Okay. So we've got Gemini, Taurus, and Leo here. So you could be Gemini, Taurus, or Leo, or you could be dealing with one or have those heavily placed in your chart. If those star signs don't relate, it's talking about thoughts of the mind, connections to siblings, neighbors, personal items, money, finance, and possessions, their beliefs or your beliefs around money, earning capacity, so circles of work and earning money, romance and creativity and leadership, fun and children, working with pure desires. Six of Pentacles. Lucky number. If you are someone who feels really connected, if people have told you you're really grounded, you're down to earth, you're humble, if people have told you or you see yourself as very focused, very stable, someone who's secure in what you do and who you are, then they relied on you. So if you are the person in the red cloak, they identify with two people in one. Okay, so this is like a split personality. I'm not a doctor of any kind, but this is the energy I'm getting from these cards. You give to them because maybe we've got the Libra here in this card, so partnerships and relationships, you gave something to them or you provided security, stability for them. You govern that energy naturally. This energy portrayed as being vulnerable, where they were peeling back your vulnerability. Maybe they were someone who says, I need help with this. I can't do this. I can't do this without you. So that's playing on your care qualities. Okay. If I'm reading this card the other way around, if they were the ones who were providing to you and you felt it difficult to leave them, it's because what I'm getting here is they only identified one side of you. So if you represented as being really compassionate, really open and truthful, okay, like a really strong throat chakra with this color over the shirt, they didn't feed into your expression, your true self-expression. They chose to feed into your solar plexus energy, meaning they chose to feed into where you felt confident. And where they found your confidence is where they used control. Especially if you were learning about boundary settings after the fact. Okay, so they denied what you would say. Maybe they said, oh, that's bullshit, or you don't speak the truth, or there was something about denying what you said. And at the time, they fed into your confidence to break down your boundaries, to break down your personal power, where through the manipulation, you felt like at the time it was building your motivation, building your power. But they were learning your power mechanisms to strip them back. This is quite a heavy reading. Okay. Aged care, disability care, please. Okay, so this card's coming way out over here. connected to Tuesday and Friday, the first and second house. It's talking about those who are feeling vulnerable, who look and seem vulnerable, they target. Those who have money or are able to work for themselves or able to acquire money or security in the financial realms. You didn't see what they were trying to take from you, because it's about them blindfolding you, restricting you so that you weren't able to move. This is talking about so much, if they're doing spells, this is them speaking to creating roadblocks for you so that you felt restricted. This is also giving me anxiety as well, with the bandages around the chest and the stomach. Having anxiety with not knowing which way to stand, which way to go, feeling and walking on eggshells, uneven ground. One moment you felt safe, the next moment you felt emotional. You were also taken away from some type of home space that you were connected to. So maybe they isolated you from your family or your friends. Maybe they spoke horribly about your family or about your friends. Maybe they spread lies about those people so you felt like you couldn't trust them. So this is the energy of making you feel secluded, to isolate you. So what they're giving me is disconnecting you from your family, those who protect you. Disconnecting you from your friends, those who get you. This person portrayed those people, those energies, so that you would levitate towards them. And once they had you there or their victim there, then they would start putting in restrictions, boundaries. That also didn't apply to them, that I'm getting. It only applied to you and everything that you went through, that you did. One more card for here, and then we're going to move over to there. Close out this energy, please, Spirit. Okay, whoop, we got the star. This person claims that they've healed themselves. They can't, they haven't, they won't. Because they've never shown anyone their true self. Deny, deny, deny. You were also the light of their life. Okay, how many points have we got here? We've got an 8-pointed star. So this is giving me the 8th house, sitting in the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th. Okay, so Aries, Gemini, Leo, or Scorpio. This card is tied to Aquarius energy as well. You heard something about this person that helped you disconnect, helped you move away. That old saying, a little birdie told me. There's a little birdie in the background. Maybe it's you that keeps tabs on this person for your personal safety. Maybe you are the one who watches out for them so that you don't come in their same spheres. You've had to do a lot of disconnection, a lot of unraveling of spells in order to heal yourself from this person, but this person has not healed. This person portrays healing. They speak about healing. They show themselves as a leader. They speak about change. They connect to some type of community that does so, but these are all cover-ups. They're still feeding into their emotions. Okay, let's move to this energy. I'm going to use a different deck. I'll go with the Light Seers. If you govern with this energy being the defender, or your spiritual energy speaking about defending you while you chase after the things in life that you're meant to be doing, your accomplishments, being the star in your own right. What do we have here for defender? 9 of Pentacles. Accomplishments. So it's sitting in between the two. July and June, sitting in the 4th house, below the 10th house. home, family, where you grew up, where you came from, some type of connection to your mother's ancestry as well. Maybe they lied about you having the same ancestry, as in, maybe they were English and because your mum's English. Maybe your mum's, somewhere from Europe, and they said their mum's somewhere from Europe. So this is that some type of connection. But anyways, we're going to leave that energy there. The Nine of Pentacles is talking about you getting good karmic outcomes because of the actions that you've taken. You're also in a space of happiness now, of freedom, of being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I'm also getting to maybe you went through a great transformation after leaving this person or disconnecting from this person, because the pictures in this card show me of light colored hair, for example. This is dark colored hair now. So maybe you've gone through a full transformation. Maybe you changed for this person to fit what they looked like, what they liked you to look like. Now you're just being yourself and you feel happier and abundant in that. So there's good karmic outcomes here, whether you're seeing that coming to fruition now or that's coming in very soon after seeing this reading. This bird here is giving me the owl energy. So this is talking about you having some specific knowledge. You're very intelligent. You know because you've lived through these experiences. Your heart chakra is open and it radiates, but there's also an energy of you learning about the human body or learning about yourself through your experience, lived experience knowledge, okay? Under the 10th house, this is guiding you in the direction of where you're meant to be, your career, your recognition, your public image. Maybe you're already in your life's purpose or you're about to discover it. There's connection to mother and father's ancestries with this card because it's sitting between the 4th and the 10th house. You've worked through to your overall security and stability, and you feel happy about what you've done to get there. What else about accomplishments? What are these accomplishments? Okay. 3rd, 2nd, and 1st house. Whatever you've brought into mind or whatever you've spoken to your siblings about, marketing or writing, maybe you're clairaudient. The way you've been able to get or recover personal items, or maybe you've changed industries or jobs, the way you're able to earn money now is giving you more security than you ever felt before. And this is making you feel more confident, more abundant. And even purchasing specific items that you like to keep around you is a direct representation of who you are, and you're liking what you see. Seeing yourself in the 1st house. Others are seeing you. They like what they see from you now. You're a new person. You feel like a new person because you're not being held down by this negative energy anymore. 3 of Wands. I feel like you're about to set onto a new business idea, or you're taking a holiday away from your current workplace, or you're making some type of transition to something something that was brought into thought, bringing it into action. This could be now or in the future. There's a risk you're taking because there's something you feel deeply within your heart that aligns to your emotions. Congratulations to some of you who are pregnant, but this is also talking about you being fully abundant on your own. Maybe you've connected with someone who's helped you open your heart chakra. Some of you are with a medium, okay? Not all of you, some, maybe one. There's, oh, nice, the wheel. So this is good karmic outcomes for the ideas that you've put into place, or for the protective measures that you've been working along. You're someone who has a couple of really close friends. If you don't have a couple of really close friends, then this is talking about some type of close connections that you really relate to, that helps you, that supports you, that provides you growth. You're feeling on top of the world, and if you're not now, you will be soon. You're on top of the world because you know that you don't have to compete Okay, you know that you don't have to compare yourself to anyone because you're happy with who you are. You've went through stagnation and changed of values, and you can see by removing all those spiritual warfare energies, any things that's been manipulated through to words, helps you go through that transformation and change. One more for accomplishments, please, Spirit. The moon. There's some secrets that are being released. Information, very useful information, or whether you're releasing this information through some type of application. 9th, 8th, and 7th. Sagittarius, Scorpio, or Libra. Doesn't have to be. But this is discovering information that it's coming to you soon, if not now, soon, that helps you balance the light and the dark within yourself and your environment. You're going to be able to express yourself freely. I'm also getting writing something, so applying for something. But 9th, 8th, and 7th is talking about spirituality, religion, higher education, international travel, having some type of cultural influence being exposed, discovering a new form of philosophy that transforms and changes and releases fears. Maybe you're receiving some type of inheritance, and sorry if you recently lost a past loved one. My condolences deeply to you. This is unraveling any power struggles. So this information that comes to you, you're able to soar to new heights, able to get to better places. You're feeling good now, but you're going to feel greater later. The 7th house also talks about partnerships and relationships. So long-term marriage, soulmates, as I always say, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, fiancés, business contracts, any type of capacity for valuable connection. What's this application here, Spirit? Application. So you're defending your right for something on paper, okay? 8 of Cups. Maybe sending out some type of application helps you move towards your North Node. We've got the 6th and 5th house here. Work, health, and fitness. Kind acts of service, pets, employment, repetitive duties. So, we've got business contracts here and here, business ideas. Maybe you're working on a business idea that you haven't released out into the forefront of your business just yet. Or maybe you're working in the background on a company's policy that hasn't been released yet, and you're one of the only ones who know about it. But there's something about once this application is submitted, it's helping you release this past if you felt like you haven't already done so. For those of you who are still working on releasing that energy, and it may have been quite some time, this is the final piece. There was one more thing you needed to know in order to fully close that door or to fully feel safe away from this energy. 8 of Cups, walking to your North Node, setting free of any power struggles that you had in the past. Maybe inheritance helps you move towards your North Node. Some type of deep change or transformation is helping you walk towards the light. And the light to me means the truth, seeing things clearly, the complete exposure in order to make decisions for oneself, your purpose in life, why you were brought here, why you were incarnated. It also makes sense as to why you went through this particular sticky situation, because it guided you, maybe prolonged your direction. But when you've fully closed this energy off, even though you may have not seen them for a long time, there was something still in the mind that kept that attachment there. And that's manipulation, undoing all of that manipulation and being ordered to move forward and feel free. So it's like you've had a taste of your abundance, but where you're headed to brings so much more, and it's going to be different for each of you because it's the light. What's this bouncer energy up the top there? Four of Wands. Your protection is being celebrated. There's something about a person who's protecting you, or like you're being guided to celebrate now because you're fully protected, because it's safe for you to be yourself. We've got here truths. It's okay to celebrate yourself. You've had to do a lot of learning, a lot of thinking, deep reflection. And now that it's like your mind has been elevated to a certain point, this is also a connection to spiritual wisdom. This light coming right into the mind. These are downloads directly into the crown, high consciousness, enlightenment, religious or spiritual paths. Knowing what's what and being guided in the right way forward to improve, increase. They just said levitation. The 4 here, celebrating what you've built for yourself in your current home environment. The actions that you've put into place about to come into fruition. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles in the 4th house with the 4 of Wands showing up with Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. If you don't relate to those signs, could be dealing with one. If you're not dealing with one, this is saying being a powerful leader with your daily activities through partnerships and relationships brings you great forms of change and transformation. You are celebrating that. They just said, any messages from this deceased person? Justice is coming. What they're giving me here with the sword is that you can rest peacefully. This person has to sleep with their eyes open. So whatever they've put you through, they receive in 11 times worse. They are having to deal with the reflection of themselves and what they put others through, especially you. No one gets away with anything, even though we feel at the time things aren't being justified because we suffer in our own experience in relation to. Higher energies are at play here, and people will undo themselves because the hunger and need that they can never fulfill, they always undo themselves. But I'm very glad and I'm happy that you've made a disconnection from this energy, because this feels vicious. Some of you, it may have been physically vicious, and for others of you, it was a lot of mind manipulation. Complete justice for this past outcome. You're able to open your heart and come out of hermit mode and celebrate who you are, what you are, why you're here. Through your wisdom of self, of heart. Any past headaches that you've been through in relation to this situation, you have complete successful outcomes. Success, happiness, joy, abundance, because of the way you've mastered yourself through these situations. And you can now feel safe in your home environment, wherever that may be for you, wherever you are in the world right now, or wherever you may be moving to. You've shown great strength and courage. You've also helped others through a karmic situation where you've shown others how to defend yourself with grace. Eloquence. And now others can see the way forward. You have a very strong intuition, and you're meant to be someone who's meant to be on stage, or meant to be in charge of a mass group of people, or you're meant to own your own business, or you're meant to be a spokesperson. You're meant to be a writer, something to report, to relay. Others will be happy to hear from you, and especially your spiritual team. What you've been through and how you've studied it helps others release themselves from judgment that have been placed over them incorrectly. Now, I just will pull from here and then we'll close out the reading. Okay, so last energies, please, Spirit. This was a long reading. From the first moment I said I love you, I still do. So I feel like this person's fixated on how you make them feel. This isn't really love for them. They're just stuck on a feeling. Ugh. What else, Spirit? Traveling to other realms, astral projection, outer body experiences, meditation, trance, and hypnosis. So some of you have maybe been healing through hypnosis or some type of trance activities, through dance, through singing, through altered states of reality, okay, art. Astral is also giving me, astrology, going through zodiac sign readings, other realms, speaking to people, or maybe you receive information directly from source as well. Okay, what else? Dress to impress and invitations. So something's about to change. You're about to go somewhere different. You've got a soulmate, a soul love, twin flame, and soul tribe. Yes, psychic medium, tarot reader, astrologer. Okay. If you're not heading towards one now, then maybe for some of you, you're meant to be a psychic, a medium, a tarot reader, an astrologer. Through this connection, direction to your north node, you meet your soulmate, the love of your soul, a twin flame, or your soul tribe. Maybe you're already with them now, and you'll know deeply who or when you meet them. Wow. Absolute success over this situation in the past, okay, with justice there. No need to worry about them anymore. The whole lot and everything in between. So everything that they did, that they done, that they tried, you're getting justice for. They will pay for all the hurt that they caused. Okay. Last card. Put in a ticket. The winner's circle favors your energy. Okay, so whether this energy is trying to bargain on your success or you're getting success because you successfully dealt with this situation. This card's come out a couple of times in the last reading, so there's a lot of good energy out in the air. Things are changing for the better, good karmic outcomes. So thank you for spending time with me on this reading. I hope there weren't too many trigger warnings in here for you. With all the love and light and protection sent to you, I shall see you in the next reading. Thank you and bye for now.